Ladies and gentlemen, dear audience, on today's topic of discussion, we are talking about breaking barriers. And with me here is Lewis.
Africa.
How are you, Lewis Africa?
Okay, so the name Africa came the time I started doing my thing, like the foundation.
Okay.
Yeah, the process.
Then what's the actual surname?
Kaliata.
Kaliata. Okay, so with me in the studio is Lewis Kaliata. He's a founder of Team Africa, a foundation where he looks at he does charity work for vulnerable people, everyone, all age groups involved, including street kids. So we're just here to find out his journey, how he's been able to break those barriers, and who knows, somewhere, somehow, you might be the person that actually needs this information. You might be the person that actually needs this inspiration. So we are looking into a youth dedication to empowering others through giving. Yes. So we just want to know how his journey has been, how his journey began, because he's a very young person, and you can see at such a age, somebody is running a foundation where you are helping. You get that it's not really an easy thing to run a charity foundation, because there's a lot that is involved. So welcome to the show, Lewis.
Thank you.
I'm glad to have you.
I'm great.
Looking forward to a great and insightful discussion with you.
Oh, sure.
All right. So, tell us a bit about your journey. How did you start to, like? Okay, let me ask you, like, the background of your foundation. What led you to want to start the foundation?
Okay, a big shout out to Team Africa. So yeah, it was in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started.
All right.
The funny part is that I started as a slay king.
You, as a slay king?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I was into slay king. Okay, that drip life whereby just want to feel nice, the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Want to dress nice.
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So from there, I had a huge of people following me.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, I had huge people following me. So from there, I myself, like in life,
Uh-huh.
I've got aims whereby I say, like, okay, in life I want to be a leader.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there was this day, I was just seated.
Mm-hmm.
Then there was a certain boy
Mm-hmm.
who passed us. He was like, Uncle Mimpako Mans.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to give him water. Then from there, he was like, Uncle, you are kind-hearted. So from there, those words, changed everything in my life.
Wow.
So now I decided to tell my guys, the guys I had, like, okay guys, I'm stopping this. I want to do something different whereby I need to start supporting the vulnerable. Yeah, street kids, homeless, widows and orphans. Then other guys were like, do you have funds? Do you have money? Yeah. And from that moment, it was a hard moment for me. That was the same year I lost dad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Were you in school, or you were already done with school the time you lost dad?
I was in school.
What grade were you doing?
That was grade 7. Yeah.
So everything like that in grade 7?
Yeah, in grade 7, yeah. I had a huge following of people.
Wow.
Yeah. So from there, I decided, like, to come up with an outreach, which was giving back to the society.
Okay.
Yeah, that was the theme. And that was my first outreach in 2016.
Okay.
Yeah, with the help of Kiari Africa, Ruthie, Maurice, and Innocent.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was my first outreach, and it was amazing. It was nice. People were supportive. Yeah, we went there to give pads, clothes, and many more things. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you started this whole thing?
I can't remember, but in the range of 16, somewhere there, 17. So yeah, I can't remember.
16, 17, someone is doing this, and what are you doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so what personal experiences shaped your desire to help others?
Okay, on my part, I just love giving. In terms of giving, I just love giving. So whereby when it comes to giving, I don't do it alone.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be unfair if you say what shaped you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like we are a team.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a team.
Mm-hmm.
So when someone has a 50, I have a 20, she has a 10, I have a coin, we put the money together, then we start now discussing, guys, what are we going to do?
Okay.
Yeah. So from there, then we're going to come up with a budget depending with the money we have.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
But on my personal growth, it has helped me to understand my inner me, inner
Mhm.
Lewis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the inner Lewis is about caring,
Giving, loving.
loving.
Yeah.
Wow, that's nice. So where is the foundation located? Are you only having the foundation in Lusaka, or how is it?
Okay, so the foundation, as I was saying, I started in 2016.
Mm-hmm.
Then I had to stop. That was 2022. I had to stop. This one being, I joined another foundation. Big shout out to Jill Ping Hand. Yeah, I was the manager of the group. Yeah, so I had to stop because I had someone now who was like funding in everything. Like she buys food, whatever. Then I wasn't like more like an instrument whereby I started deliver figure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so 2024. I decided like, okay, let me go back to my roots. Yeah.
So it's more like you left your foundation
Yeah. I had to stop, completely stopping.
and then you joined another foundation.
Exactly.
So meaning that during that period your foundation was just dormant.
Exactly.
There was
Nothing.
no one.
Z.
So you, by that time you were working alone, or you already had the people that are on your side like this year on the foundation?
The ones I had now, they are different people.
They're different
Yeah, the
people.
one I had,
They've
they are going into different things. Yeah.
But why did you stop? So because just somebody was in that organization where you went into a different foundation because
Exactly.
there was a lot of funding there.
Not really that. At that moment, I needed a job.
I feel you.
I needed a job
Okay.
badly. So I was like, okay, let me just go into this. Then it had two branches, a company and a charity group.
Okay.
Yeah. So me being
That hard for
Yeah,
charity.
so I had to gain more experience from them. Yeah, it has been an amazing journey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what disadvantages did you actually come across when you decided to stop your foundation? Like how can I put it? Yes, but I'm talking about disadvantages. Yes. What disadvantages did you face when you decided to put on hold your foundation? Like, were you not thinking that, okay, but this is me? Because it's more like if somebody was to instigate me to stop Temmie Talks today, I would feel so incomplete because this is part of me. This is my thing. You get it? So you stopping it like that, how did it work out for you? Did you have maybe moments where you felt like, but in as much as I need this job, I also need my foundation?
Yeah.
How did you manage to let go that easily for like 2022 to 2024?
Yeah, okay, the thing is, the only regret I have,
Mhm.
I lost good people. More especially the people I studied with.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
So none of them is with you right now.
exactly. But they just use the name Africa. Yeah, so the funny part of Africa is like, when I see a Zambian, when I see a South African, I see myself in them. When I see a Zimbabwean, I see myself in them. So that's the ordeal of Africa.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that mean that your friends didn't actually understand your phase? Because I believe with charity work, as we said, it actually needs finances.
Exactly.
All right. So that thing where you are presented with two equal alternatives and you
Yeah.
have to choose.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand you took that decision because it was actually for the survival of the foundation.
Exactly.
Who knows if you didn't start working, it wasn't going to survive right now. So does that mean that your friends did not really understand your season, or maybe they felt you are not really capable enough? Did you try maybe to go back to them when you decided to retrieve the foundation?
Yes, I did. And they're doing other things, and they're doing fine.
They're doing fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we stopped talking. The guys were upset with me because it was more like a dream come true for them, like to be in a charity group whereby they are supporting, helping out the less privileged people. Then I just woke up like, guys, we are stopping this. Then they were like, why? I was like, for my personal growth, I need to stop this.
That was a hard decision you had to
Yeah,
make.
it was hard, but it was more beneficial. Let me just say, on my part and the group, it was more beneficial because I was planning a lot. I had a lot of plans in my head for the group. If I was too selfish, but I'm back.
You're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
I personally feel bad for the people that you've lost, but hey,
but they are supportive. Whenever I have an outreach, they contribute.
Wow,
100%.
That's nice.
They
That's
support.
really nice. Shout out to you guys. You're nice people.
Yeah, they support me a lot. I can't even say what and what.
No, that's nice. So what core values? What are the core values that actually guide the works of your foundation?
Okay, so the core values of my team, which is Team Africa, one is just to be yourself. Whereby we don't have those core values whereby like if you have a strict, no. Everyone has a free will to do what they want because in charity weeks we don't have boundaries.
Okay.
Yeah. In charity weeks we don't have a rich man or a poor man. Everyone is equal. Okay. So as long as your heart desires to help someone, then you're good to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have more like an executive where you can say like how many do you have on your part that you actually know to say, oh, I have a total of maybe how many members that are actually supporting me like that?
Okay, so in Lusaka we are 25.
You're 25.
Yeah, 25. And I'm the only guy.
Ah.
Exactly. So they call me King Solomon. Yeah.
So if you say in Lusaka, does that mean you have other branches out of Lusaka?
Ndola,
Mumbwa,
and Karumbila.
You have Team Africa Foundation in all these.
Exactly.
And then there are people running.
Exactly. So in Mumbwa, I have Memory. In Ndola, I have Kezia. In Karumbila, I have Paul. Wow. In Lusaka,
yourself. This is very nice. This is so in total you have 4 branches.
Exactly.
Oh, it feels nice. So is it more like a home where you have people, or maybe you are more focused on the outreach where you just come as a team, as you said, to say in Lusaka you are 25, the whole 25 of you comes up with a budget, you contribute, and then you decide to go for an outreach, not where you have maybe, let's say, if it's children, you have children while you're keeping them, or...
Okay. Yeah. So the thing is, our group is focused on outreach, whereby we visit orphanages, streets, hospitals. Yeah. And over 25, maybe because 15 people are available.
Oh.
Yeah. Nice. And how we manage, or maybe how we come up with Ifinto, there's what we call membership fee. Okay. It's very much cheap. It's just 50 kwacha.
50 kwacha membership fee per month?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that same membership fee helps us to get what you want. Yeah. Then we have another strategy whereby I myself as a founder will just say, okay, for this outreach, maybe I'll buy a pack of books, like 100 packs of books. Then I challenge the members as well to do so. Then I'll be like, okay, me, I'll come with a box of pencils. And someone will be, okay, I'll come with what? That's how we do it. Wow. Yeah. So that's why we even use this motto, to love and to be loved.
Wow, to love and to be loved.
Yeah.
Very nice, very nice. So what challenges do you face as a young person, especially running the foundation? Because I understand that you have branches in as much as there are people that are overseeing those branches, but at the end of the day, you are the founder of everything. So whenever there's a challenge there, it still comes back to you.
Yeah.
Yes. So what challenges?
There are a lot of challenges. Okay, where there are ladies, there is Mulomo. And in terms of preparation, you are slow.
Okay.
Yeah. Example, maybe if we're having an outreach per 30 or per 27, there's what we call a campaign period. Okay. We'll start campaigning.
You start campaigning,
yeah.
so that you bring people on board.
Exactly. And maybe 10 people are doing the campaign, then the rest are just waiting for the actual event to come. You see. So I, as the founder, I always panic in sense of I have to campaign more for people to come on board. You know, so nothing. But those guys are supportive. Big shout out to you all guys. They are supportive. Yeah. So challenges.
Tell us so that it is here, because apathen nezinamba kudala kuziona that I'm running a foundation.
So again, 40, if you don't have a vision, then you won't go anywhere.
Okay.
Yeah. So you need people who understanding, have that kind of mindset whereby, okay, if things won't go this way, we'll still come back as a team. Yeah. But the most challenging part, it's on putting the funds together.
Okay.
Yeah. So to the people watching, if you want to support us, or maybe if you want to partner with us, you can just inbox me or call me. Will be great. That's the main challenge.
Don't worry, he will leave his details if you would love to be part of his foundation. As you heard, he has now 4 foundations in Lusaka, Kalumbila, Mungwa, and Dola, right? Yeah. So if you would want to be part of that, or you just want to come on board and help to donate something for charity work, you can actually reach out to him. So stay glued as we go on with the conversation, with the discussion, so that you hear the part of getting his details if you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yes, we're still on challenges.
Yeah. So
No, let's go on. We're still on
Okay.
challenges.
Yeah.
Financial challenge number
Financial
1,
challenge,
Mulomo number 2.
Yeah. Then the other challenge is what's this other challenge? Okay, I wasn't prepared for this question, but the other yeah.
But it's something that has to come from your heart.
Exactly. Yeah. So in general, we do face a lot of challenges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Though I wanted to hear those challenges, I only heard the
In terms of
financial part.
preparation.
So in terms of the outreach, how is the response with the what's this, the people that, because I heard you said right now some of your members who are supposed to accompany you today, but they have an outreach somewhere under the bridge with street kids. So how do you approach them? How is the response from the street kids?
Okay, I'll start with orphanages.
Okay.
Yeah. So before the actual date, I do visit the orphanages and visit the staff. Then I have a word with them. Maybe I discuss, okay, our aim is this and this. We want to come here and donate something. Then wait from them. If they agree, then I'll go back to my team. Then I set a date. Then for street kids, it's just automatically. We just say, okay, maybe guys, today we're going into the street. We're going to buy food for the street kids, or maybe pick few street kids. We go by Hungry Lion.
That's what you do sometimes.
Yeah, so we'll go there. But the outcome, when it comes to street kids, there is a challenge. Because everyone wants to eat. Yeah, and you can't limit the number. Yeah.
At least with orphanages, ni mukati you know, to say, okay, number iliko niaso naso. So even as you go prepared.
Exactly.
That's why my concern was more on the street kids, to say, how do you handle it? How do you manage the pressure? Yeah,
so the pressure comes in whereby we budget for 10 people, maybe let's say 20 people. Then when you go that side, we'll find maybe 50 plus people. Yeah. Then we use this way. Yeah. So we'll share what we have, as long as everyone has a bite of it. That's what we do.
Okay. Yeah. So as a young person, how do you manage to handle skepticism where people feel like, Kaidi, you are a young person, you can't do that? In general, I'm just trying to say, how is the support, like, from people around you? I go by this saying where they say a prophet is never really respected in his own house, like that. So you find that actually the people that don't have your back are the people that are around you. Maybe your friends, sometimes they might not really believe you. They will be there, yes, to tell, oh yeah, that's what you're doing is good. But actually the people that will push you more are people that maybe you just come across like that, not really your close ones. So
Okay.
how is the response from friends, family on this project from the start to today where you are right now?
Okay. To be honest,
Mhm.
the support from my friends is 20%.
Okay.
Then the people supporting my vision are the people whom I even don't know. Yeah, at some point, you just like someone calls you, I got your number from this person, I want to donate this, come and pick up. I was
My
like, oh,
God.
wow, okay. Then I'll go there, then, okay, here's a bunch of amount, maybe 500.
Mhm.
Yeah. Then from my friends, let me just say my WhatsApp friends have been supportive, I can't lie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Whenever I put something
Mhm.
on my status concerning giving,
Mhm.
even if it's a coin, they are supportive. Yeah.
That's nice.
And when I get rich,
Mhm.
I'll never forget them. Because
That's nice.
me, okay, I don't run Team Africa.
Mhm.
You guys who support me, it's your team. It's not
Mhm.
my team. I'm just an instrument whereby I'll go and donate and fulfill what you guys have given or donated. Yeah. For me, I'm just an
I
instrument.
love that spirit.
Yeah.
That's how it's supposed
Yeah.
to be.
So people have been supportive. The people whom I even don't know, they have been
So
supportive.
have you received 100% support from the time you start, like from the word go, when you started, when you were just 17 years till
Yeah.
date, you've had support, like you've never had moments where you feel like, okay, I feel like I'm fighting this alone, because the moments when I felt that, so it feels like people who I expect to believe in me don't actually believe in me, but the people that do believe in me are just people that I just meet along the way, like that. So has there been a moment in your life like that from the time you started your journey as how can I put it, as a person who's just trying to empower others through giving?
Okay. At some point again, I feel like stopping.
Okay.
Yeah. But when I look back, I can't stop.
Okay.
So as I was saying,
Mhm.
some of my family members never believed in me.
Why?
Because I don't know their motive, but they never supported me, and they don't support me.
Till
But
date.
yeah, but half of my family members still support me. So my point here is kulaba yalamashobora ndati moba ishibokupera
Mhm.
moba ishibokupera, those words will be like, no, I'm not doing this for myself, I'm not doing this for anyone, I'm doing this for God. For God so loved the world. that
So
he gave his only
it's more
begotten
like
Son.
they're actually against the aspect of you just giving anyhow.
Yeah.
That's a rough battle you're facing, my friend.
But now
Uh-huh.
they are jubilating. Whenever they see me like helping out people, they'll be like, that's our boy.
You
Yeah,
see?
that's our boy. Yeah, that's our
It's
boy.
nice. I knew a moment like that would come
Yeah.
where I'm actually, I don't know, maybe that they try to protect us or they try to do what, but I don't know what
Yeah.
family members go through. But I know there comes a moment where they start to believe in what you're doing. They will actually be your top fans.
Yeah. They even ask me like, when are you having your next outreach? I'll be like,
My God.
next week. I'll be like, okay. Okay, this month I'm going to help you with this money. I'll be
My
like, okay,
God.
wow. Yeah.
Ah. So right now, are you still working, or you stopped at that foundation while you were working and you just decided to focus on your foundation?
I don't work.
You don't work.
Yeah.
Ha. Okay. Okay.
I know your next question. But
No,
I don't
no,
work.
I won't ask. No, I just wanted to find out
Yeah.
because one of the biggest reasons you had to more like shut down your foundation previously was because of finances. You had to work
Exactly.
and pump in finances like that. Was it because maybe back then not a lot of people were coming on board?
I'm not sure.
Like how can you compare the base right now from the time you started? How were people coming on board, and right now, how is it?
Okay, the time I was starting, I was young.
Uh-huh.
So everything I used to do,
You used to do everything on your own.
exactly.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. So now
So now you get the
exactly why
point. Yeah. So now, all grown up,
Mhm.
yeah, people are coming. I know how to I know how to come up with strategies of how I'm going to organize funds from people. Yeah, I now have understanding of how things work. Yeah, if I want to get something from you, I'll come, I'll sweet talk you, maybe just if you're going to talk about like you're going to support me at the end of the tunnel. Yeah.
Okay, I get. So what do you see your foundation in the next 5 to 10 years? Like, what do you hope to achieve?
An orphanage.
An orphanage.
Yeah. Come 2030, it will be a testimony if things goes well.
And I actually believe that you can,
Yeah.
based on what I've heard so far and where you are right now, I actually believe that you can open an orphanage, and I'm looking forward to it. I hope when the time you'll be doing the opening ceremony,
Yeah.
I'll be one of the people who also be there to witness that, because
In
you
fact,
actually
VIP
shared
session.
that.
Yeah, okay. We have a lot of people going through a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I don't even know why we Zambians don't have this campaign whereby we campaign a lot about homeless people. But when we hear about mental health, everyone will come like, hey, let's campaign for mental health. But why don't we campaign for
They actually campaign less even for mental health. I think it's now that they've actually seen to say a lot of people are actually going through mental health. You see, almost a high number of these suicidal cases that we have among youth especially is actually as a result of mental health, and we just don't realize that, because no normal person in their normal state will you get up and say, I'll stab myself.
Exactly.
No normal person in their normal state will say, I'll hang myself, no matter what they're going through. So it all goes to what? Mental health. So if somebody is going through something and then they talk it out with someone, it's easy for them not even to have those suicidal thoughts and everything, but because we don't really take keen interest into those things, they end up killing themselves. Even for those that are vulnerable, those that are homeless, you're right, there are actually a lot of people that are going through a lot of things. People that just need help, people that just need love. Like, they don't need you to have 20,000, they don't need you to have cars to be a billionaire, but you can actually just show them love, show them that they actually matter also. And what you're doing is really great.
Yeah. So if we had people campaigning about homeless people, the vulnerable, we could have been a better country in Africa.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I do visit a lot of different people, whereby some just need love. Yeah. If I don't know if you have gone through my social platforms, you would find videos which I post, more especially I love hugging people. Yeah, and
I'm a hugger also.
Yeah, so in my community they call me a huggy king. So there was a moment where like I hugged this woman. She was like, all I wanted was just a hug. You know?
That's how I take it also.
Yeah, so people are going through a lot. It's not about having a lot of money, having a lot of beautiful mansions, cars. No. What matters most is love. Yeah, to love and to be loved. Yeah, the most important thing, you have to love yourself, then you go to love.
So what advice would you give to other young people who just want to make a difference in their communities, especially on the aspect of charity work, giving?
Okay, guys, it's not easy and it will never be easy. So if you're about to start helping out the less privileged people, be prepared.
Okay.
Yeah. Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. Yeah, because people talk. Yeah. Imagine whereby your own family members calling you names like, thank you. Yeah. So my advice is, when you have the opportunity, use it wisely and don't take advantage of poor people. God will judge you. Yeah. Whenever you have something to give, give with all your heart. Sometimes you just give it to someone. Then that's what we call growth in giving. Yeah.
I just feel for you on the aspect of family not really coming in for you, calling you things like because I feel that's where the emotional torture comes in right now. It's that thing where you're doing something and then it sometimes creates doubts in yourself to say, should I really proceed with this thing?
Yeah.
If my own can't support me, but as you said, it takes you to be prepared mentally, physically, emotionally,
and spiritual.
because when you're and spiritually,
Yeah.
because when you're prepared like that, you see your vision. It's more like you can already see something that's very far ahead of you, and then it's more like it's just here, and then you just want to hold it, even when people say bad about you, even when people say you can't really do it, but you're already seeing it. So that I feel that's the importance of having a vision, because I heard you said something about having a vision, so you just don't wake up and decide to say, no, I'll open an orphanage,
Yes,
I'll come up.
yeah.
So personally, it's one of my greatest dreams. Also, when I become somewhere, I know you have to start small. You don't just start big, or you don't wait for you to be big for you to do big things. But it's also one of my greatest dreams to just start running an orphanage, and I just can't wait for that. So when I hear people like you doing what you're doing, it really inspires me. Like I really got inspired like the first time we started talking, and you said, oh, I run this foundation, and especially when you just added it up today to say I started it when I was actually roughly 17 years old. It just felt so inspiring, and I hope somebody out there who just came across this conversation will get to pick something from it.
Exactly.
So it's, before I let you go, what are the benefits? Personally, what benefits have you found from doing this work?
Love.
Okay.
Yeah, love. Because I can't say I do get anything in return. No, but only judge and judge.
Yeah. I see.
As I said it, I don't do charity works for people to know me, or maybe for people to see that Lewis gives. No, I do charity works because I love doing charity works, because I do it for God. I'll give you an example. A pastor in a church, ngawamba preaching up there, they will talk about the Bible. When you go to the Roman Catholic, when you go to Chitawala, I'm also a preacher in a different way. Whenever I step out, I go out there, I give something to people. I'm preaching the word of God through giving.
Kudos.
Yeah.
That's
And Dad taught me these words before he died. May his soul rest in peace. Love him after sacrifice. For you to save a life, you need to pay a price. Yeah.
Wow.
So giving, it has been part of my journey. I love giving, and I'll not stop giving. So you guys who are starting, don't change to be another. Just work on yourself to expand more in your own different way. Yeah. If you try to change, okay, I'm doing the most, I'm giving people, you start putting on a maswotsi, you won't go anywhere.
You won't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Just be you. Be what you. Say it again. At love requires sacrifice. To say it, to save a life, you
Love him after sacrifice. For you to save a life, you need to pay a price. I'm quiet.
Let's get it like that. So for you to save a life, you need to pay a price. So it's not something that is always easy. Sometimes people will not always come on board to help you, but hey, you have to keep the work running. So you just have to continue giving out to people, even when people that you expect to be there, people that you expect, there are instances where people will promise you to say, no, I'll give you this, I'll give you this the time that you'll be going, and then boom, they don't give you. What's next?
Exactly.
You need to have a plan B for that, right?
Exactly.
There are instances like that even in your case, right?
Yeah.
People promise you to say, no, me, I'll donate this. Along at work, we say, they become frustrated.
Yeah, sometimes I even put on myself like, don't promise me if you want for few.
Yeah,
because it won't look nice when I start coming to your inbox and asking.
Yeah, and asking how far, how bond.
It will look as if maybe I just want to use the funds. Yeah.
Wow, this is so nice. This is so insightful, and I'm just praying that you fulfill that which you said you are going to do few years from now. The thing of opening an orphanage, and I'm sure it's going to be great.
Even in my old age.
Even in your old age.
If I want to achieve it in 5 years' time, even in my old age.
In your old age, as long as you get to achieve it, I'm sure people that will be under you will actually have a great father, because you're a person with a heart, and that's how a leader is supposed to be. A leader must have empathy. A leader must be able to put themselves in other people's shoes, to understand, to say, okay, so these people that don't have a roof on their head, when it's raining, what happens? When it's cold, what happens to them? When it's sunny, when they're hungry, and then there's me who's eating Hungry Lion like that.
3 times a day.
Exactly, like that. So just get to put yourself in other people's shoes. This is what Lewis has shared. Something insightful for you, the youths who are actually just doing nothing. You get, it's not, he started this when he was just in school, grade 8, guys. Someone in grade 8 starts running a foundation. Why can't you do that? Why can't you also dedicate? There's something that you told me. There's certain statements that you told me. I don't know if the impact is to work for people or save them. There's something that you said I've just forgotten, and I love that line, and I just hope people could also hear it out there. But you've shared an insightful conversation, an insightful journey, very inspiring with all the challenges, how you overcame them, and how you still continue to overcome them, because we know that challenges will always be there, but it also has to do with how you overcome them. I loved the conversation.
Me too.
Yeah, so to all the viewers out there, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode as much as we enjoyed sharing this insightful content with you. I have been your awesome host, Mwemba, with the topic Breaking Barriers, a youth's dedication to empowering others through giving. And this is the image we have. This is a youth who's dedicated his life to empowering others, because he's not just empowering himself, he's empowered people that are actually looking after his other foundation, his other branches of the foundation in all these other provinces. You get right? So he's actually empowered those. He's empowering all the people that are vulnerable, just as the Bible says, those of you that are strong, those of you that have got this strength, you have to do what? You pray for those that you pray for those that are tired, you pray for those that are meek, like that. So this is an exact representation of that. It might not just necessarily be you kneeling down and praying for those people. I love this thing of saying there's also prayer of action. So this is prayer of action, what you are doing. Instead of somebody's telling you that I'm hungry, Lewis, and then you tell them, God bless you, you will have food. Why not give them the food, because you know that you are capable of giving them?
Exactly.
This is prayer of action, and I hope more youths can actually come on board and take in keen interest into this prayer of action, so that Zambia will actually be a better place if we have youths, especially a guy, as you said, you are into a slaking life, like that. You get right. So this is why you find that guys of your age are actually still into that, but you've decided to listen to the voice of the Lord, because that boy was not just a street kid, was not just a boy who was asking for something. That was God speaking to you to turn around, because that was why you decided to turn around, right?
Exactly.
Just those words to say you are kind-hearted made you to say, okay, I actually need to do this more to other people who need it. It's not just this boy who needs water. So it was more like a reminder to say, Lewis, there are a lot of people that needs water from you. Exactly. So you have to get up and give them water so that they quench their thirst. And I'm very proud, I'm very glad that you actually heard that word. To all the people that are helping you, that have dedicated their lives, that have dedicated their time to come on board and help you, all the people that are overseeing these other branches of the foundation, may God continue to richly bless them. May God continue to richly bless your foundation, and you guys will just go greater heights like that. Yes, and continue encouraging others, like speak out on platforms like this, so that other people can actually know to say there are guys of our age who are actually doing that. It's very nice, because mostly you find females are the ones who are into these kinds of things. You get right? So for a guy to have that heart, for a guy to want to even venture into it like that, it takes a lot. So hats off to you. May you continue encouraging your fellow guys to venture into this, so that it can be a better place. Any word of advice, anything you would want to say before we dip?
Okay, this is your boy Lewis. A big shout. I just want to say thank you to my team members.
Tell them.
You guys have been supportive. You guys have been my backbone. Without you guys, I'm nothing. Your King Solomon is very much humbled. Guys, I love you and I wish to see you win. And one day, I wish to see you guys having your own team. The founder, be the founder. Yeah, don't just be like, okay, never go from Lewis. No, I want to see you guys win and be there for people. Always be kind. Love not for sacrifice. Way to save a life. Remember, no child belongs to the streets.
So if somebody wants to find you, wants to reach out to you, how can they reach you?
Okay. On Facebook, Lewis Africa. Yeah, on TikTok, Team Africa. My WhatsApp number is 0777 84 60 64.
Okay, to be written down on the screen. All right, so this has been an awesome discussion with Lewis. You said Lewis? I'll say Lewis Africa because I know him like that. Yes. So this has been an awesome discussion with Lewis Africa, a dedicated youth who is empowering others through giving. And our topic of discussion today has been breaking barriers. I hope you enjoyed as much as we enjoyed sharing this insightful content with you. I have been your host, Emmanuel. Until next time, it's bye-bye.